fuck. What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be explaining why your TikTok ads are not spending, and I'm going to be providing you guys with solutions on how you can fix this. Now, I have posted a video about this on my channel before, so if you haven't watched that video already, make sure you go watch that video. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe. But there's a couple details that I did leave out of that I want to cover in this video. So if this is something you guys want to see, make sure you watch this video to the very end. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it.
All this is just a mess. Most of the time you lie, some nights you don't reply. Oh, why? To deal with all your bullshit, girl, I try. How could you hurt me when I said for you I would die? Send a nigga to the sky. Feel like love's not the remedy. So all I got is these melodies.
Before we get started, if you guys haven't already, there is a link down below in my description where you guys can, one, go book a free consulting call with me and my team, where we're gonna be explaining exactly how we can help you grow your dropshipping business. And two, there's also a link to a free Telegram group chat that you can join down below. There is a slight chance that we are moving over to Discord, so be on the lookout for that. But nevertheless, check that description down below. The first thing you have to look at when your TikTok ads are not spending is your budget, right? So a lot of times when you first launch TikTok ads and you're running on the minimum budget of a $20 budget, what you're gonna see happen is that your ads won't spend. And the reason for that is because TikTok is optimized towards lowest cost and does not think it can get a purchase for that $20 bid, right? Even though you don't have a $20 bid, technically your daily budget is $20. And so TikTok hasn't yet gotten any purchases on this pixel. So it doesn't know how much money it needs to actually go out and generate a purchase, which is why sometimes it tends to not spend, right? So the way to fix this is just to launch a broad ad group and just push the budget on it, just so you can start getting a little bit of spend going. Sometimes what you'll notice is that on the first day, your ads won't spend at all, or it's gonna spend a couple dollars. And on the second day, your budget is gonna start spending as it should be. So if this is something that you are noticing, honestly, just let your ads run and let them optimize. And it's relatively easy. It's a little bit of a waiting game sometimes, but if you guys actually want your ads to start spending on the very first day, there is a way to force the algorithm into actually spending on the very first day. So we're gonna move into the second reason why your ads are not spending, and that's because you need to start off with add to cart optimization if you're running a conversion campaign. Now, this isn't always the case. As you've seen on my channel, the strategy that I use is always starting off with a complete payment, but for some reason, sometimes when TikTok is not spending, you need to go out there and just run a broad ad group optimizing to add to cart just to get the spend starting to flow throughout the ad account. TikTok knows how much money it needs to start generating add to carts, and at that point, people are gonna move further and further down the funnel, and now your purchase or your complete payment conversion optimization campaigns are going to start spending. If the first option isn't working, where you're scaling up your budget, go ahead and launch that add to cart optimization campaign, or even just an ad group running to broad targeting just to start getting spend flowing throughout that ad account. If that one doesn't work, you could even go to a lower tier down the funnel. You could optimize towards view content. Now, another major thing that I tend to do is always launch 3 different ads within an ad group. And for some reason, even though only one ad tends to get a large majority of the budget, it just tends to perform a lot better than if you're just running one winning ad. So definitely just always launch everything with 3 ads within an ad group and make sure they're 3 different creatives. And you're gonna notice as well, only one of these creatives are actually going to go ahead and spend. I don't know why it optimizes this way, but for some reason, I've seen about a 20 to 25% increase in sales and in conversions, literally just having 3 different creatives tagged into every single ad group, even though only one of them is spending. So if you wanna force some of these other creatives to start spending, just to see if they are winning creatives, what you're gonna wanna do is cycle out the winning creative when you launch new ad groups and launch one more new creative within each ad group. So you're gonna be running 2 of the same creatives that you've ran before and 1 new creative, and then you're gonna see essentially what is going to start spending. And at that point, you can go down the cycle like that, or if you want, you could really just go ahead and launch 3 new creatives. You never really gave the 2 other creatives a chance to spend, which is why I like to cycle them this way, because it makes things a lot easier and you don't need as many creatives when you're actually testing. Now, as harsh as this sounds, if you've tried all of these different tactics and your ads are still not spending, I would probably just kill the product, because there might just not be a market for it. Even though you haven't even spent any budget on testing it, maybe just launch another product and see if that product spends. And if it does, then I honestly think that initial product that you tested maybe wasn't even worth testing in the first place, and TikTok's algorithm just knew that. Even though a lot of people preach about giving every single product a chance and giving it a little bit of budget, it might be time to switch products and honestly just test it out. And if these 2 products still aren't spending, then that tells you something about your pixel. You might have to switch it out, or maybe even consider switching out your ad account and just split test things. People can vouch for this, as well as myself, that you need to test every single variable, especially when you're in the testing phase. But with that being said, guys, this brings us to the end of the video. So I hope for all of you guys that are out there that are having trouble with their ad account spending, this helped your problem. If it didn't, make sure you check out my last video. This one was posted a couple months back. A lot of the stuff that I said in that video are still very relevant. So make sure you try all of these things before you start to make a decision with any of your campaigns and with any of your ad groups or any of your products or stores. Like I said, that brings us to the end of the video. So as always, check the link down below to get all of your free stuff, the free group and the free consulting call. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe while you're at it if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys.
Most of the time you lie, some nights you don't reply, oh why? To deal with all your bullshit, girl, I try. How could you hurt me when I said for you I would die? Send a nigga to the sky. Feel like love's not the remedy, so all I got is these melodies, praying that they heal all this pain. Know that you might feel the same, like there's nothing to gain, yeah, yeah.